People living in a Milwaukie apartment complex woke up to quite a surprise last week. Their cars were missing.
They found out, in fact, they've been towed, and they say unfairly. K2's Margie Lynch went after answers from the property managers. She joins us live. You can certainly see where they wouldn't be pleased about this, Margie.
That's right, Steve and Deb, and we talked to the managers, and they say they had changed towing companies, and they wanted the tenants to have a sticker in their vehicle window that showed the name of the new towing company. Well, we talked to several tenants who got towed last week, and they say they had a sticker in their window all right, identifying them with the apartment complex, but apparently it was the wrong sticker. Mark Richard shows us the new sticker on the window of his Ford F-150. Apartment managers told him if he would have had this sticker on the window last week, his truck wouldn't have been towed.
I was panicking.
He had to pay more than $400 to get the truck back. The same thing happened to his neighbor, Cheryl Rodriguez.
I called my daughter up, and my granddaughter said, Nana, they told you last night. They were here in the parking lot towing everybody.
Tenants say they're not sure how many vehicles in all were towed, but they do know they never got a warning that it would happen, only a request for information.
They should have said that. If you don't do this, we're going to tow you. You know, it didn't say that, so they just said to assure you a parking spot.
K2 obtained a copy of the notice, and nowhere does it say you will be towed if the information's not in. However, a legal aid office says if your apartment complex uses the tag system, where you have to have a permit to park in the lot, they can tow cars with no sticker without warning. But they also say if these tenants had any kind of sticker, even an old one, the tows could be in question. As far as Mark Richard, he turned in his information on time.
Even Tiffany that I talked to with PHC is going, Mark, yes, you've turned in your information.
He hadn't heard anything about getting a refund until we called the management company. And by the afternoon, they said he'd be getting most of his money back. And now the management company told us today that they gave multiple notices asking for this information, and they say only a handful of tenants here had not turned in that information. And while tenants say dozens of vehicles were towed, today the management company says only 4 cars belonging to tenants here were actually towed. Also, when we talked to the legal office today, they said that these tows could be in question. They say that they could be protected because they did have a sticker in their vehicle window. Live in Milwaukie, Margie Lynch, K2 News.